Hello and welcome back to CoinLady channel. Here, we will discuss XRP. Let me begin with this. Bittrex, a cryptocurrency exchange, has been accused by the SEC of breaking the law. Gary Gensler, chair of the Securities and Exchange Commission, stated that today's move demonstrates once again that the crypto market is plagued by a lack of regulatory compliance, not a lack of regulatory clarity. Bittrex and the issuers it worked with were well aware of the restrictions that related to their activities, but they nonetheless went to considerable efforts to avoid compliance. This was done by having the issuer applicants remove any language from the offering materials that may suggest that the digital assets in question were securities. One of the assets was an algorithm. We'll elaborate on it in a second. Yes, in order to address a number of serious problems, I have proposed new legislation that would replace the SEC chairman with an executive director who would answer to the board. Former SEC chairs are ineligible for re-election. That's Davidson's Warren saying. It seems like action is being taken against the SEC. Hester Peirce is credited with this idea. When today's businesses strive to introduce novel products or services to our markets and fail, the Commission tells them to come in and register. Instead of rewarding entrepreneurs for their good faith during the registration process, the Commission has chosen to take enforcement action against them. Rather than viewing the notice and comment rulemaking process as a dialogue, the modern Commission views it as a potential threat. That is indeed what is happening. People come in and talk to the SEC, so she summed it up in a single statement. If you're not honest, someone may sue you. If you're connected to those in authority, you might get a pass. Perhaps you can also avoid prosecution if you have strong ties to the banking system. Since the SEC classified Algorand as a security, Gary Gensler has been actively marketing it. Will he receive a fine equal to the one he levied against Kim Kardashian, who paid $1.26 million? Do you want to know something hilarious about this? I remember watching a video of Gary Gensler about Algo on Algorand's website before making my initial investment. However, at the time, Gary Gensler's surroundings gave the impression that he was a crypto aficionado. That's why everyone cheered when he was appointed SEC chairman. But he acted the same way with XRP that he had towards Algo. You could utilize blockchain, but you'd also need a bridge currency like the one Ripple offers. Such a currency could be pegged to a stable value like the US dollar or the euro, or it could be something entirely different. You can tell that he originally had a lot of faith in XRP and Ripple. That's why so many people were looking forward to his leadership at the SEC. Breaking. PayPal has been accused of systemic political and religious discrimination against consumers, and the FCC has given conservative investors permission to probe these allegations. Get away, lose money. If you made a mistake on social media, PayPal once threatened to charge you $2,500. It's great that the FCC is looking at the discrimination claims against PayPal. What PayPal did was wrong in every way imaginable, so I hope they shut it down or slap a huge fine on them. As of today, Cardano ADA is a part of the XRP ecosystem. As conventional traders go into bullish mentality. According to data published by CoinShares, last week saw a record-breaking influx of $114 billion into investment products related to digital assets. For the fourth week running, investments have increased, bringing the total to $345 billion. The large inflows are evidence of rising confidence in this asset category. Investors poured $104 billion more into Bitcoin, demonstrating the cryptocurrency's ongoing allure. A bullish tendency towards XRP was also evident, with an additional $100,000 in funds being recorded over the course of the past week. This boosted XRP total investment for 2017 to $3 million. The quick surge in popularity of Cardano investments was an unanticipated turn of events. Last week, Cardano-focused inflows hit the $100,000 threshold. Since I disagreed with Charles during the XRP controversy, I decided to sell my ADA. Not that I think it's a bad idea to invest in Cardano. They just don't seem to have the kind of leadership that would benefit the people there. We see this occurring all throughout the world right now, but it all started in Japan when major banks adopted MoneyTap, which is powered by the Ripple network. RippleNet powers the MoneyTap app, a mobile money transfer service. The product's description claims to provide a reliable, fast, and simple method of sending money from one person to another. In addition to bank account information, the software also accepts mobile phone numbers for money transfers. It would appear that Ripple is expanding towards P2P payments as well, similar to how Stellar is spreading its influence over the globe. When asked why XRP would work for HODL but not for Ripple's new liquidity hub, Neil Hartner, a senior staff software engineer at Ripple, provided an explanation. Now, there is much conjecture around and discussing this. Still, many do not appear to understand the effects of that Ripple. Keeping XRP away from that trading center may be beneficial. According to the engineer's revelations in HODL payment settlement, the transaction is settled directly between the sender and the receiver, with Ripple serving as a middleman. Since Ripple is not a counterparty, using XRP in ODL is completely compliant with all applicable laws and regulations. However, in the liquidity hub, Ripple acts as a counterparty because it is located in the center of the transaction. Because of this, XRP may not be compliant with all applicable laws and regulations. The fact that XRP can function without Ripple and Ripple can function without XRP is advantageous for both parties' legal positions. That's a big plus for them. CTO confirms Ripple is selling XRP to decrease holdings. According to David Schwartz, Ripple's CTO, the company makes the most money by selling its XRP. Schwartz claims that the corporation will be selling off its XRP holdings as part of this strategic move in order to help advance decentralization. Schwartz confirmed this in a series of tweets in which he sought to dispel certain myths about XRP and the XRP ledger. One such assertion claimed that Ripple is still actively selling its XRP holdings, and that these sales account for 98% of the Silicon Valley company's earnings. Schwartz said that the sentence is true in a figurative sense of the word sell. He further emphasized that selling or keeping Ripple's XRP holdings are Ripple's only two alternatives. Token sales, however, are preferred because of the decentralization benefits they provide. Personally, I think Ripple should unload them instead of keeping them. Put them on sale and see what happens. Perhaps some financial institutions will acquire them, increasing the demand for XRP. CoinStop, a large cryptocurrency exchange situated in the Philippines, accepts payments from Bank of America, Citibank, J.P. Morgan, and 75 other banks through the Ripple HODL network. Since Coins, PHFX has used on the HODL service provided by Ripple to make international transactions and settle accounts. The cryptocurrency exchange PHFX has expanded its payment options thanks to its partnership with the global payment network Ripple. More than 75 payment methods are currently supported by CoinStop FX using Ripple's HODL solution. Seeing JP Morgan Chase among the likes of Deutsche Bank, HSBC, ING, Citibank, and Bank of America comes as a bit of a shock to me. This should inform you that many financial institutions are prepared for the conclusion of this case. They have the infrastructure in place to employ XRP for instantaneous liquidity. We're making progress, although slowly. Boom! Fable Fintech, a partner of Ripple, has partnered with MasterCard to facilitate international transactions. Press announcements such as this one have fueled rumors of a long-brewing cooperation between Ripple and MasterCard for years. Many of Ripple's clients have partnered with MasterCard to process international transactions. The Ripple Swell London 2022 conference, to be precise. The fact that Jordan Lambert, MasterCard's chief digital officer, spoke at the event greatly increases the likelihood of a Ripple MasterCard being discussed. So, this isn't Ripple per se, but rather a collaboration between partners of Ripple and MasterCard. And, they are using RippleNet, which will probably lead to their embracing XRP as well. Those kinds of updates are likely to come later. In addition, this is a massive undertaking because the more than 60 currencies and 100 markets that MasterCard processes transactions for represent 90% of the world's population. It's safe to wager $100 at XRP to USD. The very dynamism of economies throughout the world is at stake in Ripple's dispute against the SEC. Countries that don't adapt quickly enough will experience hyperinflation as widespread adoption occurs rapidly. Argentina is a good example of this. Zimbabwe is just one example, but it will happen to other major governments throughout the world as well, as the status of the US currency is being questioned. Time is of the essence at this point. As one nation after another moves away from the US dollar, I fear that currency's days are numbered. It can't be undone. Still, I think the United States will eventually warm up to Ripple and XRP as a result of this trend. At some point, we will experience a lack of available funds or a liquidity crisis. It's inevitable, but for the time being, Ripple seems to be in fine shape. For Ripple, the odds of success are improving by the day, but XRP will undoubtedly reach $100 at some point in the future. Basically, it merely tells us who will still be holding when we get there. Many people will drop their asking price to $10. Along the way, others will sell $20 and $30. A milestone of $50 is imminent. Depending on how much XRP they have, a large number of people will likely sell then. I don't believe $100 is the ceiling for XRP, therefore if you can be patient and hold, you may see prices much higher than that. In my opinion, it has a lot of room to increase. But I'm going to end this video here. Please accept my gratitude for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who has seen my videos. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.